and we're good. Hi you guys, welcome back. So today is not gonna be your average day. We are going to do today a Q&A. Whoop, whoop. So you guys, really, there was just really one spot. I mean, nobody really asked me any questions on Twitter or anything. So mainly, all of them were on this one photo that I linked about subscribers. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and watching my channel. Woo! I'm excited. I need to get it together. Okay, we're back. And so I wanted to answer some of them, as I have here. Okay, so I have to scroll up. I mean, I took pictures of the ones that I loved, all of them, but the ones that I thought were the best. I mean, in the sense that they weren't too personal or weren't things that could be taken the wrong way if I answer. I don't know. Okay. So so from Jaden Pez, I hope I got that right. So you were asking what was my favorite part about being on SMOED, because your dream is to be on SMOED. That's awesome. That's an awesome goal and an awesome dream, first of all. Second of all, my favorite part about being on SMOED was, I think about how, I mean, we all grew really close to each other, but for me, it was setting a goal for myself and then, actually seeing the goal come true. I never, I was told so many times how I was never going to be good enough, or how I was never enough to be on a world's team that was actually going to win. And I can't tell you how many times I proved them wrong. I was told so many things, and I proved everyone wrong by winning twice. And that's not, I mean, a lot of people try really hard sometimes and don't really, they're not at the right place and right time, or whatever it is, and I really tried my best, and I really persevered and went forward and didn't let anyone say, hey, you can't do that. That's not, it's not gonna happen for you. I just said, you know what? Not today. I said, you know what? I'm gonna get back up, and I'm just gonna keep trying and keep pushing. And I did, and I really proved, not just to everyone else like I wanted to, but to myself, that there are no limits. You can do whatever you want to do. There is nothing you can't do. And I think that's one of my favorite things about being on SMOED, is that I was with the right people, I was at the right time, and I had a great influence with my coaches that showed me anything's possible. And that no matter if no one believes on you or everyone believes in you, it is all the same. Because it's whether or not you believe in yourself. So, with that spiel done, I'm gonna move forward. You were asking also what you could do to push to level 5. Again, it's all about motivation, and it's all about how much you want it. And for me, it was like candy to a kid, to be quite honest. I wanted and craved it so bad. I wanted that so bad. It was just it's a passion of mine. It does. And there was another question below, do I miss cheering? Of course I miss cheering. It was a part of my life for so long. I'm thinking about going back, but I'm not quite sure yet. It's so different going from, this dynamic of always getting everything done and pushing yourself, and then going to college and really not in cheer anymore. It's you left a world behind, and I think that's kind of that was a part of my world. That was that was a big part of my world. So yeah, I do miss it a lot, and I think that if you are motivated and you're passionate enough, anything's possible. You just really have to keep trying, and don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it. So moving on, tips on twisting as well. Okay, this one, as you can ask any of my tumbling coaches, I am like a bullet. I don't lift. I need to lift up, and I can't for the life. I don't know if it's how short I am or something. I don't know what it is. I just don't do it. I need to lift up, and really, the highest I get with my arms, which is bad. Don't do this. Always lift, then twist. I'm not, acknowledging this as a good behavior. No. I probably get as high as this. And really, you're supposed to be up here and then twist. I just go for power. It just like, oh, it just spin. It's not a good idea. Don't do that. Tips for twisting is lift and then spin. I would try it on the tumble track. That's how I learned. And also I learned through all my skills really, I learned because I was frustrated that I wasn't getting to where I wanted to go. Like everybody learns differently, but that's how I learned, was frustration. And it worked. Not probably the best way to do it, but it's what I did. Okay, so now, favorite restaurant. Gonna have to go with, ooh, that's a tough one. I don't really know what my favorite restaurant is. I'll have to get back to you on that one. Coaches on Samoa 3-peat. Like, everything was worth it. Like, everything, all the tears, all the sweat and everything was worth it because we were not only doing it for ourselves, and Eddie would always say, like, I'm only there to push the button. Not true at all. Like, Orby and Eddie were probably, all of us, I think we all can agree, were our main motivation to make them proud. Not only to get rings, and not only to prove to everyone, like, we're Smud, we're going to keep going with this legacy. Not true. I think that really made a difference to me, especially when we saw how much we meant to them. Not going to tear up. Moving forward. Do I still cheer now? No, I don't, unfortunately. Do I miss Smud? Heck yeah! We're Smamly forever, though, so... What was my first cheer team ever? I believe it was Pebbles at Cheer Force. That's the first team I ever cheered on. And then I moved to Maryland, where I tried out Maryland Twisters and decided to go with, I forgot the name. It was USA All-Stars. Ha! I remembered! Woohoo! USA All-Stars or something. Yeah, it was like that. Okay, maybe I didn't remember. This is like when I was like 8 or 9, so forgive me. I'm pretty sure it was USA, and then I moved to Connecticut, and I cheered at USA Wildcats, and then I came back here, and I went with Cheer Force again. Then, so what happened was that my mom and I thought Bullets or, California All-Stars would be a better fit. So I cheered and I filled in for Jasmine Sanchez, as some of you may know from Smallwood, on Junior Co-ed. And I knew, like, they were actually trying to recruit me to their all-girl team. And I just told my mom, I know that, like, with Eddie as their coach and on top of it, those kids, I know that I could just tell, like, that team was gonna win. And sure enough, that year, they won. Like, I can tell when people work well together, and when on top of it, when they have the motivation and, like, the hunger for it. You know what I mean? They stayed hungry and they worked for it. And then I was on So 5, and then now it's called Snipers, and then I was on Samoa. What are the essentials cheer must-haves? Infinity shoes. I love those, with sparklies and rhinestones all over them, of course. Bows. Beautiful, big, bumpy bows. Not bumpy, like perfect bows. Big hair, so you're gonna need some fluffy brush, the fluffy. You're gonna need hairspray. My favorite hairspray, I would have to say, is Aussie. I know it's weird, but I like the Aussie. It smelled nice too, okay? So, whatever. MAC eyeshadows. Definitely were probably the best ones to use. I liked liquid eyeliner. Oh my gosh, must have. The freaking Katy Perry eyelashes. Gorgeous! Okay, those were the must-haves. Definitely there was one weird tradition I had to have, and my mom thought it was so silly. Everyone thought it was really silly, but I loved it. I used to have men's cologne, this little thing of men's cologne. It was called Nautica Voyage. I love the smell. I don't know what got into me, but I was like, oh, it smells good. I gotta get going. I got the adrenaline pumping. You gotta work it, girl. And I would spray it all over my uniform, and I would just sniff it when I got nervous, and I'd be like, okay, I'm ready to go. No, but really, I was still nervous on the inside, but that helped. I don't know why. And yeah, I'd have to, active socks. Active socks, I've learned that. Nike Pros, definitely. Come on, we all know that's a must-have. Nike anything. Like, I like their shoes, their running shoes. I like their sports bras. And their Nike Pros. Duh. Okay, let's get real. Those are like the holy grail, okay, of workout clothes. Moving forward. I think that's like the main must-have. Oh my gosh. Must-have. And it's not an item. I needed 7 kisses on my forehead. Sounds funky. I know. It's my favorite number. It was actually started off with just my mom, and then it started off with then it ended up with Orby. Like, I needed to have these 7 kisses on my forehead, the little kissy wissies, because it was like a little tick for me. Like, I thought that like that would help with good luck. Like, it was like, you know, like that little thing that you need, you know, your lucky socks or whatever. That was like it. And I would run to find Orby like crazy backstage. I'd be like, where's Orby? I told him that I needed these 7 kisses. I told him that I needed him here. Like, I need him here. And he would always, honestly, he would always show up. And if he didn't, Eddie would know. And Eddie would give me 7 kisses. I got him to do it a couple times. And then after, he's like, no, I'm not doing that anymore. Like, that's weird. But Orby would always do it. It was so funny. Or I'd have to get, like, I think one time I got, like, one of the guys, like, I think I got Josh to do it. I'm not sure. Like, I was so nervous. I had to have somebody do it. Like, it was crazy. That's about it. Oh, my ticks. Okay, another tick of mine. Okay, my friend Nuri, who's also was on Samoa, she would pick at, like, her shorts. She's so cute. Mine is, like, I'd, like, tap them down just to make sure that, like, my feet were solidly in the shoe. And my shoes, to this day, okay, they're not as tight, but to this day, they're pretty tight for shoes. Like, I'd be, like, so nervous that I'd be like, what if they fall off? Like, go flying somewhere and hit someone in the face, or, you know, I can't tumble. And I was, like, I would be like, oh my gosh. So, with a diva backstage here, I would tie them as so tight. We'd be like, okay, everybody, tie your shoes. Make sure they're tied. You know, everyone's getting their little, like, their pieces together backstage, and you're like, I got this. And you hear all the crowd and everything. I'm, like, not even focused. Like, if I don't have my 7 kisses, I'm looking for my 7 kisses. And then, once I have my 7 kisses, I'm tying my shoes, like whoosh, like, as tight as I can. So for me, it was like I had 7 kisses, and then I had my shoes, and then I had to do this on stage. I always did. I had to. Like, there was nothing other than that, because it was just like, that was like the perfect thing. Oh, I also had to go to KK. I had to look at KK and be like, you got this. And if she didn't, then there would be some, like, tension within my soul. And I think I had some, with Michael Eddie, we had, like, this little handshake, and I would make him do it. Like, he did not always like doing it, but I made him do it every time we did Full Out or went on stage, because it made, again, I was so superstitious. I am superstitious, and that, so I am. And I would make sure that everything was, like, together, like, everything lined up, and then when things went rough, like, all of us were like, get back on it. Like, there, after that, that's when you know, like, either you fall or you, like, and fail, or you, like, rise. And that was us. Like, I think that was one of the best things, was, like, we rose. We had some falls, but at the same time, it was just, like, we knew how to get back up because our coaches taught us. And I think that's something that you can carry on, not just with cheerleading, but I think it's also something you can carry on with life. Like, when you're sitting down and you're like, I can't do this, whether it's school, like, you think you're not doing well enough, like, you can never learn this. Not true at all. Like, something that they taught me when I thought that I couldn't go any further with conditioning or, like, doing the routine, I remembered, not just, like, with their help and all the cheering and everything, but for the fact that, like, I proved it to myself, you know, that it was there. Like, the whole potential was there. You just had to make it happen. And I think that was not what this whole conversation started off with, but is a little 2 cents. Maybe you guys wondered. I don't know. Okay, moving forward. My favorite quote. Oh my gosh. Love this. I'm so, like, touchy-feely in the sense that I'm very lovey-dovey, and I grow attached to people that sometimes aren't the best, just because, like, I see the best in everybody, and I want to make sure everyone's happy, that, like, that's me. And like, it's hard because, like, half of me is like, dude, it's not worth it. And the other half is like, girl, you gotta help. So my favorite quote would be something that I'm trying to live by right now is don't set yourself on fire to keep other people warm. Tips for Smoed, to make Smoed next year. Okay, obvious the skills. You need the skills that they're requiring. Definitely I would have to say, because this is Cody RS Babe from Instagram. I see you. I would have to say definitely you'd have to have motivation. There's like, you have to always be hungry. It's not like something you can just get there and then you're like, oh, this is like, I'm here. Like, you know, once you got it, like, you don't want it anymore. Like, it's like you always have to want it. You always have to be in there. Because it's not just you in that. It's like everyone else is your brother. Like, they're your brother and sisters. And they want it just as bad as you wanted it when you got there. And you have to fight for it the entire time. That's what I'm saying. I think that it's better to fight than to surrender. And I think you have to be motivated to fight. And that's what I think the main thing that they look for in characteristics and, like, morality and the people that they pick is if you're hungry or not. Not food hungry, because I'm food hungry, but I'm just saying, like, you know, like, hungry in the sense you want it bad enough. You're going to do whatever it takes to get there. You're going to try your best. You're going to continue with that. You're going to be, you know, stable. You're going to keep going. You're not going to give up no matter how hard it gets. You got to push, and you got to try your best, because when times get tough, you know, you're not going to be able to just walk away. And if you do, it's kind of like, what were you here for in the first place? Like, you know, it's like your family. You're not going to give up on your family or, like, the people you love. If you really love what you do and you love the people you're around and you love the people you're with, you fight for them. Thank you, Eddie Norby, for showing me that. So, again, why do I have to get so sentimental in this whole thing? Anyway, so moving forward, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys have any requests for any other, like, you know, non-sentimental, obviously, questions, like, please, like, they were all reminiscing. I'm just kidding. Ask whatever you'd like. I'm like an open book, seriously. If you guys have any more questions or any requests for any, like, I'm going to do Sexy Six's makeup tutorial next time, but in a fun way. You're never going to guess. It's a surprise. Whoop, whoop. On that note, I hope you guys enjoyed. There will be bloopers, because I'm fun like that. Okay, so let's get it going and let's see them bloopers. Ooh, ooh.
I was scared of dentists and the dark. I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. All my friends are turning green. Yeah, the magician's assistant in their dream. Oh.